The air hangs heavy with exhaust fumes. Cities choke on the byproducts of our insatiable need for transport. For decades, the internal combustion engine has reigned supreme, but its dominance comes at a cost: our planet's health. Now a new contender emerges, the electric vehicle, promising cleaner air and a brighter future. But is this promise truly attainable? Or are we trading one environmental challenge for another? The debate rages on. Advocates for electric vehicles, or EVs, point to their zero tailpipe emissions, reducing harmful greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change. They highlight the potential for EVs to be powered by renewable energy sources, further shrinking their carbon footprint. On the other side, critics raise concerns about the environmental impact of battery production, which relies on mining rare earth minerals. They question the sustainability of sourcing these materials and the ethical implications of their extraction. The truth, as is often the case, lies somewhere in between these opposing viewpoints. It's not a simple case of good versus bad, but rather a complex equation that demands careful consideration of the entire life cycle of a vehicle. We must examine the environmental costs at every stage, from resource extraction and manufacturing to energy consumption and eventual disposal. Ultimately, the question remains: can electric vehicles truly deliver on their promise of a greener future, or are we simply shifting the environmental burden from one point to another? Electric vehicles offer a tantalizing glimpse into a future free from the choking smog and the deafening roar of combustion engines. They represent a radical departure from the century-old paradigm of burning fossil fuels for transportation, but their allure extends beyond the promise of quieter, cleaner cities. One of the most significant advantages of EVs is their potential to drastically reduce greenhouse gas emissions. While they may not be entirely emission-free due to the electricity generation sources in some regions, their overall carbon footprint is considerably smaller than that of their gasoline-powered counterparts. This is particularly true when EVs are charged using renewable energy sources like solar or wind power. Furthermore, electric vehicles boast significantly higher energy efficiency compared to traditional vehicles. Internal combustion engines waste a large portion of the energy stored in fossil fuels as heat, while electric motors convert a much higher percentage of energy into motion. This translates into fewer emissions and reduced dependence on finite fossil fuel reserves. Beyond the environmental benefits, EVs offer the potential for a paradigm shift in our relationship with energy. They can serve as mobile energy storage units, contributing to a more resilient and decentralized power grid. Imagine a future where your electric car not only transports you, but also powers your home during peak hours, reducing strain on the grid and promoting the use of renewable energy. Despite their many advantages, electric vehicles are not without their challenges. The most significant hurdle lies in the production of their batteries, which requires a complex and energy-intensive process. The extraction of raw materials, particularly lithium, cobalt and nickel, for battery production raises concerns about environmental degradation and human rights. These minerals are often mined in countries with lax environmental regulations, leading to deforestation, habitat destruction and water pollution. Moreover, the mining of these materials is often linked to human rights abuses and exploitative labor practices. Another challenge lies in the electricity source used to charge EVs. If the electricity grid relies heavily on fossil fuels, then the environmental benefits of driving an electric car are significantly diminished. In such scenarios, the emissions are merely shifted from the tailpipe to the smokestacks of power plants. End-of-life management of EV batteries also presents a significant challenge. Improper disposal can lead to soil and water contamination due to the heavy metals present in the batteries. Recycling these batteries is crucial, but the technology for efficient and cost-effective recycling is still under development. The transition to electric vehicles is not a silver bullet solution to the environmental challenges posed by transportation. It represents a step in the right direction, but one that requires careful planning and a commitment to addressing the inherent challenges. To maximize the sustainability of EVs, we must prioritize the use of renewable energy sources for electricity generation. Investing in solar, wind, and other clean energy technologies is essential to decarbonize the grid and ensure that EVs are truly powered by sustainable means. Improving battery technology is another crucial step. Researchers are constantly working on developing more efficient, durable, and ethically sourced batteries. This includes exploring alternative battery chemistries that rely on less rare and conflict-ridden materials. Furthermore, establishing a robust and efficient battery recycling infrastructure is paramount. This will help minimize the environmental impact of battery production, reduce the need for new mining, and recover valuable materials. The journey towards a truly sustainable transportation system requires a multifaceted approach. It demands collaboration between governments, industry leaders, and consumers to address the challenges and capitalize on the immense potential of electric vehicles. Only then can we hope to create a future where transportation no longer comes at the cost of our planet's health.